If you got a card over here that got high interest, you know you need to go get a loan over here that got lower interest, pay that off. Or if you got a credit card with a high interest, do a transfer balance, right? You hear people talk about transferring their balance to 0% interest, so you can save on those interest. So you can save on those high interest. So whatever you mismanage, you'll lose it. So you gotta look at it like that. If you mismanage whatever you mismanage, you will lose it. That goes for just everything other than just your credit or your finances. If you mismanage it, you will lose it. We need a blueprint, right? We need a blueprint to business or anything that we're doing. That's why I hire mentors, right? I hire mentors to teach me this stuff. I just ain't learned this stuff on my own. Be real with you, I didn't. A lot of this stuff I learned, I got it from my mentors. I have several of them, right? I'll listen to Magic Johnson, and he was talking about him hiring the right people. He said he fired all his people that he had working with him, and he hired a whole new crew, right? He just hired people that were smarter than him. And you don't hire people smarter than you so you can tell them what to do. You hire people smarter than you so they can tell you what to do. That's the thing. So a lot of people want to tell their employee, the people that they hire what to do, but no, you hire smart people so they can tell you what to do. Like my team, a lot of time I'm talking to my team all day, they giving me advice. They telling me what I need to be doing, right? I'm not telling them all the time what to do.
No, you can.
Any questions so far on this? If you guys need help with launching your business or with your credit, especially your business credit, that's what I'm here for, right? I help out with your personal credit, help you get to that 720, that score where you need to be at, and then we go after your business credit. I know credit budgeting app. I know Credit Karma has one right now. They have a budgeting app. Another one that we're using is QuickBooks, right? Like when I'm doing my renovation, it's funny because I just sent my my little spreadsheet my cost that I spent on this house, right? So I just sent it over to one of my friends, like, okay, this is how much I spent on this renovation. So now we're like talking through it, seeing how we can save on renovations, right? So that's go back to keeping track of your expenses. Every single thing I bought, I wrote it down, right? In my notes on my phone, wrote it down, kept the receipts. So I'm just tracking everything that I'm doing in the houses when I'm renovating houses. So then I can look at how can I cut costs. Not that I'm over, but well, I did set a budget, but I went over that budget, but it was still a low budget, right? So it's not that I'm way off budget, it's just I'm keeping track of it. And so now I do an inventory of the stuff that I keep, that I have like in my storage or whatever. I keep an inventory of it so I know what I have when I do my next one, versus me just going out buying the same thing over and over when I already have it, right? So it's just me keeping track of what I have. So it's the inventory, right? So yeah, you could just go online. I think Mint, I think Mint might not be around no more. I think Mint might be the Credit Karma budgeting app. I think it's another one called Empower. So you just search. It's a few of them out there. Like I said, if you got QuickBooks, they do it as well. But that's the key to, that's the main thing to budgeting. Once you learn how to budget your finances, because if you can't handle your personal finances, what make you think you're gonna handle business finances, right? Because normally you're gonna make way more money in your business than you will on your 9-to-5. So you got to get good at handling your personal finances first. Ashley, go ahead.
Hey, just a quick question. Inside of the Credit Karma, is that app inside of the regular Credit Karma app, or is it a different app than the regular one?
No, it's inside.
You said there was a budgeting app. Okay.
Yeah, it's inside. I think it's Credit Intuity or something like that. I can't remember the name of it, but I know they have a budgeting app. You could probably just Google it.
Okay.
Yeah. Because, like I said, we gotta get control over our finances. Do anybody on here use the budgeting app though, or how are you keeping track of what you spend and what you bringing in? Anybody? How are you keeping track of what you're spending and how much money you bringing in?
I just changed mine on, so I do use Credit Karma, and they just added like a new tool, which is like insights, I guess you can say. In insights, you can add like your accounts, whatever accounts you want to add on, and that's kind of how I keep track of mine right now.
Okay, that's a start.
It's a new start. Yeah, it's a new start for me, but it kind of spreads everything out, and it also kind of give you little hints of things you should, before you mismanage it. It's kind of giving you a heads up, so it's pretty cool.
Yeah, back in the old days, like your grandparents, they used to have the checkbooks and they write out everything they write, because they wrote checks for everything, right? So they used to write out their balance, and they used to do that back in the day.
Right, on a ledger.
Yeah, like,
You're right.
And it's crazy that we don't do that now. You know what I'm saying? But back in the day, they used to write out everything they spent. Everything they spent, because they wrote checks for everything. Some people still do it. They write checks. I'm like, bro, I don't know the last time I wrote a check.
They don't even give them to you really at the bank anymore. You have to order
gotta
them.
ask for them.
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta ask for them. Matter of fact, I just went and got some the other day, right? I just went and got some checks the other day. They printed me some out, but that was because when you're doing Section 8, they want either a check or a letter from the bank so they can deposit your money. So that's why I went and got some checks. But I don't write checks. So guys, when you're starting your business though, your first hire should be principals, right? It sounds crazy. Your first hire is principals, if that makes sense. So basically all that is you hiring somebody that you can leverage, right? You want to leverage other people's experiences. You want to leverage their time. You want to leverage their money, right? So if you was to hire me right now, you would be hiring me for what? Somebody tell me, what would you be hiring me for?
Advice, leveraging.
My experience, right?
Oh, yeah.
If you're looking to acquire some of the things I acquired, right? So you would hire somebody based off of what you can learn from that person, their experiences. So it's other people, I always say it's other people, whatever you put behind it, right? Other people time, other people knowledge, their experience, their money, like the banks, right?